There are 3 things that you absolutely must do if you are observing nursing home abuse or neglect. Before we get into that, if you have questions about nursing home abuse or negligence in New York, Massachusetts, or Vermont, reach out to us today. This is what we do. We help families navigate difficult situations, and we do it often and we do it well. There is a link in our bio to our website, or feel free to give us a call. Now, if you observe abuse or neglect in a nursing home, you absolutely must do these 3 things in order to protect your family member or loved one and any potential claim that they have. And those 3 things are: document, communicate, preserve. Document. The best way to prove that there was neglect or abuse in a nursing home is through documentation. And when I say documentation, I mean visual documentation, in particular photographs and or videos. If you are observing neglect or abuse in a nursing home, you should take photos, you should take videos. And I mean photos and videos of the condition of the facility, of the condition that your family member or loved one is living in, and in particular of the types of injuries that they are suffering from or sustaining. Now, one of the more common injuries or that results from neglect in a nursing home is the development of bed sores or decubitus ulcers. These are large open wounds that develop often because of neglect and are often preventable. Now, when these develop, they are very difficult to treat and they are excruciatingly painful in many cases. If you observe these happening, it is absolutely critical that you take photographs. The nursing record may not reflect the severity of the situation, but your photographs will show an accurate visual timeline of how these developed and what your family member was going through. When you get through into a litigation, one of the strongest things that you can have to support a claim of nursing home abuse or neglect is photographs of these kinds of injuries. They resonate with juries, they resonate with judges, and they resonate with insurance companies because they know that this is absolutely unacceptable and it is almost always preventable. So if you see it, take photographs, take videos. Number 2, communicate. If you see neglect or abuse happening, communicate it to the facility. And I don't mean communicate it through only verbal communications at the nurse's desk or something like that. I mean, you should be sending emails, you should be filling out written reports and keeping a copy or at least a photograph of those complaints and showing that you complained to this facility and you let them know that you thought that they were acting negligently or condoning or allowing abuse, and they didn't do anything about it. The standard in these cases in part relates to negligence, meaning did they know that they were doing something wrong? Could they have prevented it? And did they fail to do so? One of the easy ways to prove that is by showing that you made complaints and they didn't do anything to respond. So make sure you are communicating. And number 3 is preserving. And that really relates to the medical records. As soon as you see this type of stuff going on, you really want to get copies of the medical records. And you want to go to the facility and ask for a certified copy of the medical chart. The certification is critical because it's a form that the facility fills out that says, these records we are giving you, we are certifying are a complete and accurate copy of the records. Why is that important? Because if that changes down the road, they have to answer questions about why that changed and why they certified records that ultimately were modified or changed later on. This becomes important more often than you would think. So make sure you are preserving and getting copies of the medical records. So document, communicate, and preserve. If you do those 3 things when you observe abuse or neglect in a nursing home, you'll be infinitely better positioned on behalf of your family member when it comes time to make a claim. If you've got questions about any of this, or you now want to pursue a nursing home abuse or neglect claim, reach out to us today. Click the link in our bio to visit our website or give us a call. This is what we do. These are the types of families that we help.